So Sony has finally announced their E3 2018 plans. That's right, on Monday, June 11th, around 6 p.m. Pacific time, or 9 p.m. Eastern time, I believe, Sony will be holding a preview of what's next for the PlayStation brand. And this will be obviously E3 2018. It's going to be in Los Angeles, California, where they always have it. Where the main part of it is, and I'll leave that at that. So you'll be able to watch this on the PlayStation official website, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, maybe even Twitter. But it looks like things are going to be a little different, and I don't know if it's going to be more like the Nintendo route. Like, Nintendo doesn't do press conferences. And also according to Polygon, it sounds like we may not be getting a press conference, or at least not a traditional press conference from Sony. And, that could be good or bad, I don't know. Just, it's worked for Nintendo in the last couple of years, so I think it could work for Sony. So, I think they're going to have some kind of showcase. Yeah, they're calling it showcase instead of press conference. So, it'll be like a press conference, but it won't be like a traditional press conference. So, more or less, they are having a press conference, but it's not going to be like a press conference. I think it's going to be more like the Nintendo Treehouse. And then, yeah, they'll let people try out the games, obviously. So it looks like their main 4 games will be Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man, and The Last of Us Part 2. I'm actually looking forward to The Last of Us Part 2 the most. And then probably Death Stranding for PlayStation. These are exclusives. So I'm not talking about just any game. So, some of these games were third-party games, but there's going to be other third-party games. So, yeah, I'm very excited to see what they're going to announce. There will not be any hardware revisions or hardware announcements unless they're pulling our legs. But I didn't really think there would be. I don't know why people thought there would be. I mean, yeah, it'll be coming up soon, but I think it's because of the Nintendo Switch launching. People probably thought that they were going to be coming out with a new system to compete, because Nintendo's like, Switch failed, or no, sorry, Wii U failed, so it was like little over 4 years later. So Wii U launched November, I don't remember the exact date, I think it was the 18th or 19th, back in 2012. Actually, I guess it would have been about 5 years later in 2017, they released the Switch. It's been out for 14 months now. Switch has been very successful, and I think they were thinking that Sony would release their successor around now. But they wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense since they just released the PlayStation 4 Pro. And they also had the PS4 Slim, which the PS4 Slim is now the new base PS4. Anyway, yeah, so I think they're going to hold off. I know they're going to do PS5 or PlayStation whatever eventually, but don't expect it to come. It's not really, I'm pretty sure it's not releasing this year. Maybe next year, but I would say 2020. But it could be 2019. Who knows? But it definitely is unlikely to be 2018 this year. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to E3. I think Sony's going to have a very good E3. In case you're wondering, before I end this, yes, I will be doing PlayStation videos. I have a PS4, so it kind of makes sense to do PlayStation videos now. But no, I'll be still doing mostly Nintendo, so don't worry about that if that's what you want to hear. And then I'll probably do I may not do PC indefinitely. What I mean by that is like the PC brand necessarily. However, I'll most likely be covering some games like Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I need to get onto that too. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, that's coming to PC. So I'll be covering games that are also coming to all platforms. I don't think Shadow of the Tomb Raider is confirmed for Switch right now. No, it's not. But it could be. So I will be covering, to some degree, all platforms this E3. But I'll be more covering Nintendo and then probably PlayStation. Or Sony, I should say. Anyway, yeah, so that's going to be it. So we don't know if they're going to have a press conference or not. It's not going to be traditional, at least. Or maybe it will be. As Polygon doesn't seem to think they're going to have one. This article on the PlayStation site seems like, well, it's a conference, but it's not the same kind of a conference. And actually, this was from Polygon. And quote, in fact, it's not clear yet if Sony is holding a traditional live on-stage press conference as it has done before. We're taking kind of a different angle on how we're bringing it out, Layden said. And then he continues to say that the last 2 or 3 years, to the careful observer, will see that we continue to try to refresh and remake and reignite what we do at what we used to be called a press conference. What used to be called a press conference for E3, Layden explained. We want to make sure that it's fresh and reflects the kind of stories we're telling and the new entertainment we have to give to our fans. Not just at the event, but worldwide, with streaming. End of quote. So, and that was from Layden, Sean Layden from Sony Interactive. And this exact article was on Polygon. And I'll leave the links to my sources in the description. So, I don't know. But it may be more traditional than we think. We don't know. But I don't know. What do you guys think? If it turns out it's going to be a press conference, I'll come back, make another video. Otherwise, we might just find out the day of. I don't know. But it could just be like their pre-show. That's one I'm kind of thinking. So, it'll still be a show. Don't be thinking, we should be concerned. Like, even if it's not the greatest show, I think it'll... They don't have to win E3. It's like, Nintendo doesn't always win E3. But historically, with their directs or showcases, digital events, digital presentations, let's say that, most of the time, over the past 4 or 5 years, I guess 4 years, 5 years, I don't know. Anyway, they've done pretty well. They've had weird directs, but I mean, they might not have won E3 every year, like the last 2 years. People are saying they won. Nobody really wins E3, you know. I mean, technically everyone wins as long as, you know, there's plenty of games, you're happy, then you won E3. Really, I mean, it also comes down to the consumer. If the consumer's happy, then that consumer won E3. Anyway, I'm going to stop saying that because I feel like someone's going to... For some reason, I feel like someone's going to get pissed off at me for saying this. I don't know why. But anyway, yeah, so... I don't know. It's kind of confusing what Sony's going to do. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below your thoughts on this. Without further ado, I'm going to end this here. You're probably not going to... I'll make more videos definitely before E3, but I'm not going to be making PlayStation exclusive videos. Probably not. I might reference them, but who knows? Unless they're going to come out and actually explain more. But nonetheless, that's going to be it for this PlayStation E3 2018 announcements. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed. I will see you guys later.